Hi, hello everyone. Chakit here again. And today's topic for this video is SDS and non-SDS. We want to explain you what is the difference between an SDS and non-SDS. You must be hearing this quite a lot from different counselors, and let me also try to explain you what is the major difference between SDS and non-SDS category. To a government college to study. Now they have a guidelines like these students will get like the reservation I am talking about. So reservation is like the student from this community will get this preference and student from this community get this preference. So that's how the SDS category is divided. So SDS is student direct stream. So Canadian Immigration and Government, they have categorized us into an SDS category, which means if we pay our first year full fee plus the living expenses, we can apply for Canada student visa through an express processing time. So what do we mean by express processing time? Means that we have enough funds, we have the IELTS score, we are going to a designated learning institute, and the course is relevant. All these things, there's a checklist which you need to like. If we fall on those checklists, we file the visa under SDS category. For example, if the IELTS requirement for an SDS is for a PG course is 6.5, no band less than 6, and for an UG course is overall 6 and no band less than 6. So if you have this condition, you have this score, you have paid 1 year fee, and you have the GIC certificate with you, then you can file your visa under SDS category. So if you'll file your visa under SDS category, means you will get the preference upon the students who have filed under the non-SDS category. So non-SDS category is the student is not going to a DLI approved college, or they do not have the IELTS score of 6.5, no less than 6, or they have not paid the 1 year full fee, and all these differences make a file which is eligible for SDS and non-SDS. So make sure that you pay your 1 year fee, you have the IELTS score, and you are going for a DLI approved college. So as long as you take care of these three basic things, you are good to go, and your visa will be processed in a much faster pace. So all the best to you guys, and if you have liked this video, you have understood the difference between an SDS and non-SDS category, then please do like, comment, and share this video with your friends so that they can also know what is the difference between an SDS and non-SDS application. Thank you.